Welcome to another exciting episode of Behind the Name. It's your boy Prince J. Ron. I got my boy Budilla on here. And today, special guest is the infamous Diamond. Yo, I want to say personally, I have seen this lady work so hard over these years to where she has been at now, as far as from dancing, from footworking to teaching. Like anytime you see her performing or getting down, it's an electric burst of energy, and it's always a golden presence of her positive personality. So without further ado, I want to welcome you to the show, Diamond. How are you doing today? What's up?
Well, thank you. I'm good. I'm well. Trying to get well physically because I don't feel good really, but I've been doing good.
That's good. Mm-hmm. Well, I want to start the show off with your beginnings. So take us way back to when you first got introduced to dance and to the actual culture of footwork. So I'm not sure if it was two different occasions or if you got introduced to dance first, then footwork, or if it was the other way around. How did that start and when was it?
I got into dance way before like dance groups and anything. Like my brother, like he used to do like the home videos when the family gets together on holidays and everything. So I've been dancing since I was like 5, to be honest. Like the kids used to have dance battles and I just used to be just dancing. So that's how it really became, like being with my family, having fun and loving and appreciating each other. Looking back now, like I really appreciate those moments when I was a kid like that. But to get me into the culture, I say when I was 10, I was with this group called Aggression. It was 2 females, Poo Poo and Jasmine. I'm so happy I found them finally on Facebook. But they was like dancing, TJ, Chris, like it was a lot of people that was dancing out west, like from my neighborhood. And I'm like, oh, I want to dance with them. So I just tried out. Poo Poo and Jasmine had like a baby girl group. And that's the group that I was in up under Aggression because I was too young to really dance with them. But we had did our first dance competition. It was Rockwell's Finest Dance Competition. That was my first dance competition I ever been to. And I saw a lot of people like dancing. So I saw them footworking, Poo Poo, Chris. It was 2 dope boys. I know everybody remember Dope Boy from P.I.C Squad. Shout out to Big Cuz. But it was another boy in Aggression. And they was footworking and everything. I'm like, ooh, I want to footwork. But once I saw Poo Poo and Jasmine come out there, those were the first 2 females I saw footwork. I'm like, I want to be a footworker. Like, I want to footwork. So it was another dance competition, but it was at Lafayette Park. And that's in my neighborhood as well. And I was just trying to footwork outside because I've been seeing everybody footwork, but I'm still to this day, I'm shy. So I used to be outside in front of Lafayette Park just footworking by myself. And then one day, Eli, the juke ambassador, he was like, nah, you doing it wrong. And he taught me my first Erkin jerk. And ever since then, I just been different. Like all the girls used to be bobbing their back downs at house parties, and I wanted to stand out. Like I'm finna footwork. I'm finna footwork against the guys. So that's how it really started with me.
Dang, what? Dang.
Oh yeah, shout out to people for really getting down like that.
That's dope. That's super dope. So in that midst in that time, what was it like growing up in your neighborhood?
Um, it was everything. It was fun. It was scary. It was just a lot going on in the neighborhood. Like the school that I'm from, like we used to have fights with so many different other schools. So it was just like it was real rough. And it wasn't even just for the gas. Like females in my neighborhood, like we was fighting. Like it was like if you see somebody from a different school or you with your group and they don't like each other, like we finna fight it out. But at the same time, when we used to have block club parties or just the kids in the neighborhood just hanging out and we playing neighborhood, it was also fun. So I'm not gonna just sit here and be like, oh, it was just all dangerous and I couldn't go outside and I couldn't do this. Like, no, like we had fun as well because our neighborhood was like a village. I can go to the whole neighborhood that I'm from Central and North Avenue all the way to Laramie and North Avenue, and I know somebody know me or know my mom because they'll watch us. Now we was bad, but they'll still watch us, and our parents be up to date with what's going on and stuff. So it was okay, kind of growing up in my neighborhood, but as far as the hardships in my household, it was kind of hard because I had to play the lady in the house because my dad used to always be at work all the time. It wasn't like I didn't have a dad, but he wasn't there because he had to provide for his family. And my mom, she was on drugs. Like she had her demons and everything like that. But thankfully, she's been clean for 14 years. But it was just really hard, and I was very much rebellious because of that. I resented her a lot before because of that. Because I was in like third grade, having to feed my baby brother. Like the lunch ladies used to do my hair because my mom was never at the house. Like she was always in the streets and stuff. So it was like kind of hard. So I was in the household of really trying to be a kid. But when in the neighborhood, it was fun. But yeah, it was difficult, but it was fun. I can say that. And I appreciate all the stuff that I've been through because of that. Um, and that's why I appreciate footworking so much because that's when I started finding footwork and when a lot of stuff that I wasn't supposed to be even seen or involved in came about in my life, I went to footworking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and definitely with a little bit everybody else can say the same thing as far as with dance and footwork and definitely balanced us all out, from whatever we was going through in life, despite whatever situations it was. But
Yeah.
definitely therapeutic for real, kept us out of trouble.
Yeah. Well, when I was footworking, because I was on and off, so that's why I'm just very humble because sometimes I be into the footwork like, yeah, I'm into the footwork, and then sometimes I get discouraged when I was younger and everything because I was sometimes following into the wrong crowd. Sometimes I did get sucked into that wrong crowd and wasn't really being focused. But once I really got down and I said, this is what I want because I don't want this lifestyle, that's when I really started taking footwork and stuff serious because when they say footwork saved my life or footwork saved lives, like that's really the truth because I could have really been dead or I could really be in jail if I'm following the same footsteps as people in my neighborhood or if I wanted to continue with the generational curse and be in the penitentiary and really like do the stuff that my family or what I've been seeing in my neighborhood was doing to our neighborhood. But I'm looking like, no, like I really want to achieve my dreams because I used to hear my mama talk about, oh yeah, I used to dance. And when I say my mama used to dance, I'm talking about I used to be so embarrassed of her when I was a kid because there'd be a party and she'll bust out, she'll dance, and she'll fuck it up on the floor. She'll do a split, everything. It was just like, okay, now I'm old enough to just like, this is where I got that from. And I wish that she could continue to do it, but it's just like sometimes people get discouraged with their life, with not with their life, but with the choices that they made in their life, and sometimes it just be like, I can't do it. And I feel like that's what happened with my mom. And I'm doing it for me and my mom because you can live out your dream, but I'm going to make sure I live out my dream. But I'm also going to be there to support my daughter to live out her dreams as well. So it was just like, all right, Mom, you made mistakes. I get it now. That was in your past and everything. Now that I'm an adult, I'm going to take it from here. I'm going to make sure that at least one of us don't keep on repeating the cycle and stopping that. So it's just like, I wanted to stop the cycle. I wanted to achieve my dreams. And I had a block. I had my daughter, and it was just like, I got discouraged a little bit, but it's just like, no, I'm not going to keep on repeating that same cycle. I'm not going to keep on being discouraged. I'm not going to keep on following somebody else's footsteps. I'm going to do this for myself. I'm going to follow my footsteps. I'm going to dance. I'm going to footwork. Like, I'm not just a footworker. I'm a dancer. Like, I love dancing, but footworking is my first love. Like, you play some tracks, I'm gone. Like, for real. And it's like a joke. Like, this how much I love footwork. And they be like, name a reason why you're not a stripper. And it just, because if they play tracks up in the club, I'm not about to be dancing. Like, I'm going to ready to battle you. Like, topless, stripping, everything. Like, I'm not, so it's just like, that's how much I love footworking because.
Dope. So after getting introduced to, to your first group and things like that, then where did you go from there?
I went from dancing to a battle clique. So the first group that I ever tried out for was 187. 187 footwork dance group. And they were so cold. Like, 187 was cold. Like, they was just cold. They was big. They was large. And that's how it came about. But I was too young. I tried out for them when I was 11. But I lied about my age. And then they asked me, when your birthday? And I got caught. So I had to wait another year to footwork with 187. But that's what I started off with. Then it went to from 187 to Nemesis. And after Nemesis, that's when I went to Out South.
Nemesis, that was an Out West group, correct?
Yeah. So
for those that don't know.
Yeah, Nemesis is an Out West group. Steps was the founder and the creator, and he was also a part of 187. One of the coldest footworkers out here. Like, shout out to Steps, Sarita, like, those my peoples, my parents. Like, they so cold. And when he started Nemesis, that's when I really became about on While I Can a little bit more. Because I did one battle. My first battle was with Heart from Creation. That's when that's really my first battle, footwork battle. And I was like, I guess on trial or training for P.I.C squad, but it was just like I didn't make it. So it's like, all right, cool. But it was still no hard feelings. So
now, that was a While I Can battle, correct?
I don't know if the basement was a While I Can battle. I don't. Okay. It was like something that was new, and I remember it was on North Avenue because I had begged my parents, "Can I go?" And I'm like, "It's right down in North Avenue. It's right here." And I went. I battled Heart first, but a lot of people know my first battle with Murder Money. That's when While I Can came about. I was like 13, 14, a freshman in high school. So that was like my first battle of While I Can against Murder Money. But my first ever battle was the basement. and it was against Heart from Creation.
That's dope. That's dope. So wait, so now now that you now with Walla Count, how was that experience as far as being on, like, as far as being filmed?
I was just trying to dance. Like, I wasn't really trying to look for like a next get up or this gonna be my time to shine. It was just like it's gonna be my time to shine, but we dance and we battling. Like, I grew up in house parties where people battle each other. I grew up when the tracks come on, people full record on this side, battling, and then girls bobbing against each other. So it wasn't like, oh, it's my time to shine and I'm finna be the next up and comer like Debbie Allen and being a diva or anything. It was just like, no, I'm a kid. We getting filmed, all right, cool. Like, this what it was. But I've been with Walla so long that I done been in every genre. If it was some, well, besides bopping, I never bop. Like, I don't know how to bop at all. But it was, I don't. But it was from footworking to hip rolling because I did. So I stayed through it all. So once it came from just footworking, which it was supposed to stay as just footworking, when it went to hip roll, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm getting older. I'm getting a little, thinking that I'm grown. I'm still a teenager, but it was just like, all right, cool. I can hip roll and I can footwork. And I'm cool with it. Like, it wasn't, I didn't really feel no type of way. It was just like, I was just a kid that was just like, hey, I'm finna battle. And about all the other stuff, that don't got nothing to do with me. Like, everybody else with Walla, I just know that I wasn't with all the other shit.
Well, it was just pretty cool that you were able to showcase more than one of your talents. So you were able to showcase your footwork side, your in heated battles footworking, but then you're also able to showcase the dancing side of hip rolling and slow dancing and things like that. So, which is always best to be multi-talented when it comes to dancing. You want to be not just one dimensional. So yeah, that was super dope. Super dope. So okay, so from there, now I know you said that you had went out south, but before we get to out south, at that time, I know you had to battle with Murder Mommy. I know you had to battle with Heart. Was there any type of specific training you were doing at that time before you went out south?
Yes, most definitely. Like, we will practice on our ergs and jerks. Like, we was, how our training was out west, it was like, we gonna perform the footworking, and we gonna battle footwork, and we gonna give out a show. Like, that's how our training was. And it was just like every day. I miss it so much because practice every day. This what we doing. Erks this way, jerks this way. We finna practice a combo. We finna do this. We finna do that. Ghosting was really like the main thing. Like, you really had to get your ghost before, like, all of it, because that's really what they was really doing. So different types of ghosts, how to combo ghosts, how to use your ghost in a combo, so it was just like, that training was like really, really different as far as out south. But we did have training. Like, we did have to know the foundation of ghosting. We did have to know the foundation of irking jerks. Like, I wish we knew more, but I really felt like they did a good job. And again, Steps and Sarita was really the main people out west that was just really getting me together as far as performance-wise, cleanness, and just being energetic, the ghosting, even though I lost some of it, forgot, and I'm still rebuilding. But back then, they really was showing us how to do that.
Yeah, that gave me a lot of confirmation from what you said too, because I definitely been on this show, been learning so much about the West Side, considering the fact I'm from the South suburbs. But hearing that gives me more confirmation on what I've been researching about Chicago footwork, and especially on the West Side, is the importance of the ghost.
Oh yeah, and that was the first really foundation of footworking, and not to even like be cocky or anything. I just found out the person, one of the people who created the ghost of footworking, is like related to me. So it's just like all these years, I didn't know that Sticks was like my cousin. I didn't know like, oh, y'all the reason why the ghosting is this way. So it's just like
everything connected.
Right, everything is connected, and I'm just so happy and blessed that it's just like, dang, all right, I'm glad that I came about to just be like, hey, let me see how this ghost is. To even be taught the ghost, to even know how to do the ghost. So it's just like, I'm happy that happened like that way. So
yeah, the feeling, just seeing the ghost, you just feel the power and you can see the spirit of it. It's just, yeah, that the ghost, like West Side, you'd be like, dang.
Yeah, and I'm glad
totally
that's
different from out south, but
yeah, it is. Like, I'm so happy that it's so different from South and West, because it's just like South is like, I pop, but West is like, ooh, freaky, like it's gonna hard. It's like a thunder, like you gonna feel the ghost and everything as far as from out West. So it's I appreciate it.
You're gonna feel the possession on that.
What Bobby be doing, and it be so raw, but it's just like, hey, I'm gonna get it, because Sarita from out West was one, like, she's the best female ghoster out here. People be like, damn, you can ghost really good. No, like, if you see Sarita ghost, it just be like, all right, cool. Like, Hoop Point Jasmine had the footworking fire. It's like, all right, routine, but Sarita was like really like the edgy, the aggressive ghoster. Like, she could keep up with the guys who ghosted. Like, she was the best ghost. She still is the best ghoster. Shout out to my mom. So go ahead.
Said shout out to moms. So now that we got that established as far as some of your foundation from out West, as far as with the ghosts and things like that, now let's transition to when you started to transition to out South. And then what was that? What did you transition to?
So it's just been so much in the footwork world, and I ain't trying to be like, I'm not gonna say I don't want to say the wrong thing, but it was just so, not being messy, but it was just like, you know how groups be breaking up and getting back together, breaking up and getting back together. Mm-hmm. The only group that I said I would go to was Terra Squad. So once 187 had broke up, I went to Terra Squad like before Nemesis started. Mm-hmm. So when everyone had broke up and everything, I went to Terra Squad when I was like 15. That was my first time. Then I got kicked out. So I'm like, all right, cool. So when 187 got back together, I'm like, all right, I'm going to try 187 again. Then they broke up again. So that's when Nemesis started. And then once Nemesis had started and everything, I was with them for a nice little while. Like, Nemesis was a really good out West group. Steps was a real great leader as far as Nemesis. Like, I really loved it. And shout out to Eric from Creation. Like, that's who I footwork beside in Nemesis before we went our separate ways. But once Nemesis had broke up, I went out south to Leaders of the New School. And that's what AG had came about. So I didn't go back to Terra Squad, but it was like, all right, this is from Terra Squad, so Leaders of the New School. All right, cool. AG, he wanted me to do it. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm down with it, because that was really the only people who I was really talking to as far as out south groups. Like, I really didn't know you yet from Havoc. I really didn't know Creation and all the other groups. All I knew was Terra Squad out south. So once AG was like, "Yeah, I'm starting a group, leaders in the new school. I want you, Sarita, Sheena, and whoever else want to do it from out there. Come on." We was like, "All right," but I really stuck with it, and that's how it been. Like I ain't go back out west because we didn't really have nothing else out west. Once Nemesis stopped, it was just like no other footwear group out west really that I can like name had with footwear. So I was with leaders of the new school until AG got released. He came back home and he was like, "I'm not really doing the leaders of the new school no more. I'm doing Terra Squad." So it was really, I was always following what AG wanted because as like steps, AG is a great leader. Like far as with the group, the Terra Squad and everything like that. So it was just like, all right, cool. What you need me to do? What you want me to do? We not doing this no more. There's no more leaders. So you doing Terra Squad. So I have to try out for Terra Squad again. So once I tried out for Terra Squad and I went through my probation and everything like that, I just been with Terra Squad since then and still is.
Nice. That and them some powerful groups. So
Yeah.
I already know that, like you said, you was able to see and learn leadership from different great leaders, and then those qualities rubbed off on you as well. So that way you were able to be a leader as well too. So definitely a lot of ladies look at you as inspiration and motivation when it comes to dance and footworking, so you have definitely been in the leadership roles of setting the bar and definitely being a trailblazer to a lot of things.
I really appreciate it because I just feel like I'm just little old daddy, just really trying to get my life together and being a mom. And it's just like, really, I'm really still trying to advance my craft to dance. I'm really working on myself to be even better. And I appreciate that y'all see that, but I got so much more to do. I'm still learning. I'm still getting myself together, but I'll be there. I'll most definitely be there.
Yeah, and that's greatness talking right there, because only people that's great know that it's still more to be done. They never satisfied. They're never going to be at a standstill. They always going to keep pushing to go further and to evolve further. So there ain't nothing but greatness talking. So you got the juice. and I know it's been plenty of times where you have been at events and you will see other people be like, "You dancing? When you gonna dance, Diane?" Like, I know it's been times where you felt that pressure, like, "Dang, everybody want me to dance. What's going on?" Like, and to the point where it had to click, like, "Am I that good?" Yeah, people really want to see you get down.
I appreciate it. I still just be the stage fright. Like I still get nervous before I perform. I still get nervous before I battle. So it's just like I'm really building the confidence back up as far as like I'm a battle. Because it's so long, I'm so used to like, all right, while I can. We had to battle every Sunday. Your name on that list, you gotta battle. Yeah. You don't know who put your name on that list, but you have to. Like you're about to be on camera. Like people, it's a lot of people that's out here. Like you have to battle. We could not. So it's like, cool. So I'm trying to really build confidence and everything back up. Like, all right, cool. But I get nervous every time. Like every time, because I don't know what to do. I could be training to do the same move. This one I'm gonna do in this battle. And I will forget right then and there because I'd be so nervous. So it's just like, now I got to start all over. Now what I'm about to do, you just got to do something.
Oh my geez, you just had me cracking up over here because she was like, "Who put my name on that list?" Boy, I remember them days. You ain't put your name on the list. Somebody else has put your name on the list to battle. Yes. And your name get called like, "Wait, I'm dancing today?" Like, I guess. Like, you can't say no once you get called out.
Yeah, so yeah. So I still feel nervous. I still but I'm getting there. I'm getting to the point where y'all see me. So I'm getting to the point to see me where y'all see me at.
Yeah.
So y'all just bear with me. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all.
Well, that's good. Now also with speaking on Terra Squad Forward Company, I know that there are a lot of youth and more specifically young ladies that is in the group. So how is your involvement with some of the young girls in the group?
As far as everything, they call me TT, so I have some type of relationship with them, but I know I can do better. And I've been active in different genres of dance and doing different projects and everything. So I haven't really been there as far as like personal wise. But as far as my involvement is just like when I get that, hey, we about to do this, what y'all need me to do. When I be consistent and I be active, I know they be consistent and they be focused. So it's just we have that relationship. Like those my babies. Like I love them to the fullest. They getting better. Like even when I'm not there, I still be around watching the practice and what's going on. My daughter is in it in the group Terra Squad Footwear Company. So when I see that she's involved, so it's elevating. It's just like, all right, cool. This is good. Like this is what we need, and they good. My involvement with them is good. I know it can be better, and it's going to be better. And how we work as a team is just like when one is slacking, the other one pick up, and we like, all right, cool, we got this. So shout out to Betty for picking up the slack where me and the other females that's not around right now being very consistent. She be there with them babies. She be in there working and just getting it together. So shout out to her, and I'll be back soon. Y'all, I'm coming back because I need that training again because once we train, the training is so funny, but it's so needed.
Yeah.
So it's just like, all right, cool. So it's just like, I know I need that training, and I miss my babies and everything, and it's just amazing being with them.
Yeah, that's some powerful stuff right there. Just like you said, your daughter being in it, so it's like it's a generation thing now where you're able to pass down something that you do and something that you love down to your daughter, to your seed, so that way she can find her way into dance and things like that. That's amazing to be. Yes, and then I know all the other little girls look up to you as well. So it's like that's super dope. That's super dope.
Thank you. They amazing. Shout out to Ladybug, Sarah, Trees, Angel, and her little sisters, Lene. She's an up and coming for working, and she's amazing on Terra Squad. And we also do pursue your passion. Like you don't even have to be in the group to get trained by us. So it's just like, hey, any young girl wanna learn how to footwork, come to pursue your passion. And I still build that personal bond with them because we never know what young girl needs a bond with just somebody. Like us young black females go through a lot as far as trauma and everything. And you see us footworking, but once you really have that conversation with the youth and really know like what's going on, it just be like, wow, yep, come on, under my wing. Because we gotta save them. So
gotta save them. Man. That right there. Whew. I know one thing too is I know we got a chance to speak a little bit about it earlier, but I wanted to speak on the Partners in the Circle. I know a few people probably have heard about it, but can you just speak a little bit about it and what it is?
Oh, excuse me. Partners in the Circle, P.I.C. PIC. It's a female footwork group, mentor group performance group, battle group, business group that I co-founded with my pick, my sister, Alicia Chandler. And how it came about, it was just like, she was like my tag team. Everybody had that person that, you know, if you on footwork, this is going to be my tag teammate. Like, she was that person because I felt so comfortable. And not saying that I don't feel comfortable or confidence for working alongside Crystal or Murder Mommy or Bonnie or Lil Bit or any other female for working. It was just like, she is my yin to my yang. This, I know she gonna put that boost of fire in me, and I know I'm gonna do the same for her. So that's how we came with the name Pick. But far as the group, Partners in the Circle, we did the show with the era and everything. And once we was working with them, far as open up the circle and seeing that it was so many young female foot workers, like really wanted to know how to foot work, it was just like, dang, like we got to get more females. Like we have to get more. We want to be the group that we can mentor, like the females, to shine light on them, to talk about not just footwork and a dancing, just talk about real life issues, like what's going on with you, what can we do to help. Like my pig, she's so nurturing, and I'm just one of those. I'm gonna tell you the real, like this is how it is, and I'm gonna still be respectful and not expose a lot to you, but I'm gonna really give you the real of what's really going on, because I done saw so much that I wasn't supposed to see at a young age. And I really want to just save, when I'm not gonna say just save, but really make sure that the females, us black females from Chicago, be aware of a lot of stuff, because to be allowed is to be aware. And at that point, back then, I was very careless. I wasn't really aware. And I really didn't have the people that I have now back then. So I had to really learn a lot of stuff the hard way. So I just want the females after me to just pick different choices, because I can't be like, oh, I'm finna save them from this. Like, you'll probably go through the same thing that I went through. But I just want to let you know, like, this is the right choice. I didn't pick that choice. I had picked this choice, and this is how my life came about, and this is what happened. And I don't want this for you. And I'm not going to tell you anything that I've never been through. So I just want them to make better choices than I did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's how P.I.C came about. Just really being real with the younger females, and just shining light and paying homage to the females that was before us, and in any shape or possible. Ooh, excuse me. Like if no other females was active, if no other females wanted to like do what we do, is just like we're still gonna pay homage. We are gonna be that group, that female, to be like, hey, we want to shine light on every female that have a part of footworking, period. But we want to start where the women who open the doors for us.
Bridging them gaps.
Yeah, bridging the gaps. We are the group that wants to bridge the gap.
Mm-hmm.
To bring in the youth, bring in the people before us, and have the people that was in our generation who really are queens, who really very much more confident in getting into that circle and just going crazy. So we just want to bridge the gap, just east, west, north, south, old, new, present, future. Like that's the group that we are. And P.I.C, like forever, like for life.
Nice. And that right there, bridging the gaps of future, present, and past all together, and coming together as one. That's what it's all about. Exchanging that knowledge and experiences so it could go further.
Yeah.
And now speaking about bridging the gap, I also want to speak on your dancing side, and with house arrest, as far as how that came about or how that came apart to be.
Um, house arrest. Man, that's a like one is like a genius when he did house arrest too. Like I came about because I wanted to dance. It's still footwork. And in house arrest too, you have to incorporate footworking in everything. Like footworking is like the foundation, and that's. But there was a performance, and they also did other dance. I knew Terra Squad not gonna be like, yeah, we finna do this nice little 1, 2, 1. No, so I wanted to find something that I could still be myself and still compete and still do what I need to do. So I tried out for house arrest. I believe this will be my 4th year next year being at house arrest. Too. I am chapter 7. This is WOW on the Chicago base, but house arrest is like countrywide. Like you will find a house arrest 2 team everywhere, and I'm happy it's like that. But I came about house arrest dancing in 2017 or 18, and I haven't looked back since. Like they is amazing dancers, foot workers. Because when I came about to footworking performance, it's so different from battle footwork, and it was kind of a challenge for me. And house arrest really taught me how to do performance footworking and to incorporate the performance footworking into battle footworking and battle footworking to incorporate into performance footworking. So they really helped me to be a better footworker as well because it was so different. I'm like, dang, that's a decent move right there. And it's performance, like, all right, cool. And it helps me with my creative side. So when I do battle and battle for work, it won't be as hard to like grasp because in house arrest too, it's very creative. You have to come with creativity. You have to be cold. It has to make sense. So shout out to house arrest too. Shout out to my president and everything.
Hey, and it's just so amazing to bridge those gaps, like you said, to learn those other areas of footwork and performing wise, and then footwork and battle wise. It's a little difference, but then footworking in a circle is totally different from just in a dance circle. Like it's two different vibes and two different mindsets of freedom, but being able to unite it as one and exercise both parts, that gives a balance, so that's good that you was able to find something as far as with Terra Squad Forward Company where you can focus and grow as far as footwork and on the battle side, but then yet you was able to do house arrest and then still grow dance and performance wise. So you was able to still feed both of those talents and fires inside of you. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So I wanted to open this part up as far as with a question for you. And then that would be if you have one time that you can think of an incident where footworking that saved your life or kept you or saved you from a certain incident.
Ooh, footworking. Okay. Deep. Okay. So this was when I was a kid, like a teenager and everything like that. Back then, when I was talking about girls and their traumas and everything like that, I am a victim of molestation, rape, just dealing with older men looking at me a certain type of way or treating me a certain type of way. And it was one person, I'm not going to name no names, but he was molesting me since I was 10 years old until like 16. And it was one time I'm just like, I'm not going to do this. Like, and it was an event. It was on a Sunday. And he was just begging me to come over and just come over and We can hang out. I'm like, no, like I just knew it was wrong. Like it was just so messed up because the person's supposed to be in jail and I got tricked. Like this is why I say like we need a village. We need people who's gonna be real with you, who's gonna be honest, and who's gonna really want to protect you from a lot of stuff like that. So it was a time where we had court and I didn't know my laws or anything. I'm a kid, lost, but I was very lost when I was young. And I had signed some paperwork and they had got him free. And he was still trying to get in contact with me and everything like that. And it was a battle was while I came. And it was at Fifth City. And I really wanted to go to this battle. Because usually I'd be so weak and I'd be like, forget it. The person would offer me money and it'd just be like, all right, cool. I listened to my mom and my dad talking. This money right here, I'm gonna help my dad. I'm gonna just give him the money and everything like that. But I didn't choose that this time. I chose myself at that moment to go to the footwork event to While I Can, to War Zone. That's what it's called. It's not called While I Can. It's called the War Zone.
The War Zone.
I chose to go to the War Zone, and it was who was battling. It was Terra Squad, Havoc, and I think it was Curtis versus Bill. It was somebody, and everybody was talking about it. And I'm like, I'm gonna go to that battle, and I'm a footwork. Like I'm gonna just go to that battle. And when I went to that battle and everything like that, it was just like that's the moment where footwork saved my life because I don't know, like I would have just kept on doing the same cycle, and I didn't want to do that. So it's just like I chose to go to the War Zone on that day, and I remember it, and it was just like footwork saved lives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that right there is so important, and thank you for sharing that because I know it may that right there may say that may be saving and may be speaking for someone else that may have been going through the same scenario or situation. So that right there, being able to see that you were able to go to an event and go through dance and have it shift the energy, whereas it broke the cycle of what you could have been doing, but yet you was doing something positive. So that could be some inspiration for somebody that may be going through something similar or even worse. So thank you for sharing that. And at this time, I'm definitely going to open up for questions. So I'm going to be reading them off to you. So this one right here is from Tamra, and she says, I am curious if it was difficult in terms of your experience and trauma to find support in the footwork community. You spoke about your bonds with female footworkers. Were there were there footwork mentors who listened to your experience and supported you?
Yeah. Yeah. Again, shout out to my P.I.C Lily. She was really like the first female because I was the type of person like I don't trust people to talk to, and if I talk to somebody, I know I probably get judged. So Elisha was the first like female who I felt judgment free from. Like I could talk to her, she would understand. Then I got to meet Dayon. Shout out, that's my Southside footwork mama.
Southside footwork mama.
Dayon, Davet, it was just like really a lot of like them was really listening to me. Dayon was still listening to me to this day. So when I came out South, I had that support. Sarita was like my mom in the footworking thing and like footworking performance wise and everything like that. I just started opening up to her a little bit, but as far as like really opening up, as far as like the support, it was really Elisha because I was still battling it till I talked to Elili when we was outside of battlegrounds, and that's when I really broke the cycle of just keeping stuff to myself and just self-medicating myself and just like keeping it in. I let it out to her, and I felt so free. And she been so supportive as far as just being there. And now I still have it. I still have her. So
Good. Okay. Now, this question is right here. Okay, so this question is, out of your career thus far, what has been one of your, or what will be one of your dopest battles or highlight battles? And it could be whether against dudes or females.
When me and Amelia work against Bub and Stilo.
Ooh.
At the Terra Dome, I would say that battle was funny. Like,
so this is you and Lily versus Bub and Stilo.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I had it clear so that way for those that could hear over the laughing. Yeah, tell us a little bit about that.
So that day was just already a lot because besides me being a mom, a dancer, I'm a dance mom. So the day of that battle, my daughter had a dance competition with the Empire. Like the Empire hosted a dance competition and we had to do that dance competition. So I was there all the way from the morning. I didn't get no sleep. I'm running back and forth, helping my daughter, making sure she's okay. I'm helping at the door because with my community fraternity, like I'm in a fraternity, getting my hours and stuff. So I'm running around helping people with the door so I can get my hours. Then it was so long. If anybody ever been to a Chicago dance competition, you know you're not gonna leave the dance competition. You're gonna do a whole 12-hour shift. I'm gonna just say that. It's gonna be from 10 o'clock in the morning to probably like 7 o'clock at night. So I'm thinking I'm missing a Terra Dome and everything like that. Right when I come in the door, they like, damn it, you got a battle. I'm like, I just came from a whole dance competition, running around, trying to catch my breath. Can I just chill, relax? Can I enjoy the scenery? Can I see who else is battling? They know you have to battle. Okay, cool. So we battled our brothers Ken and Lil Devin first. Shout out to them, they cold as well. Then they was like, all right, cool. Once we got finished battling them, we made it to the next round. They're like, you got to battle again. I'm like, can we take a breather? Like, I just got done full work, and they're like, hey, y'all battling Stilo and Bub. I'm like, ain't this about something? Like, y'all real, y'all bold and y'all bogish. I'm going to say that. So, but it was fun, like, because around that time we was training with them, working with them as well, and we was being around them so much. Learning from them as well, from P.I.C, Stilo, Manny, and Bud was just amazing. Like they are 4 amazing men, field workers, performers. Like they so cool. So I'm grateful to was working with them and training under them. But it was just like, no, I gotta battle them now. So it was just like, all right, cool.
Gotta battle the teacher, battle the sensei.
Do this. And I was just so tired. I was mentally tired, physically tired, emotionally tired, because it was just so much far as dealing with dance groups. It was so many dance groups then come into battle and trying to really do the best that you can. But it was fun, and it was just like, it was like a historic moment or a historic moment because we battled them. They one of the 2 coldest field workers out here, and we just Diamond and Lily, some good field workers, some good dancers, and we showed out. That's my tag team. So I say that is one of the best moments of field working for me, besides battling Murder Mommy for the first time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, y'all definitely showed out in that battle. Definitely. I'm happy I was able to see that live.
Yeah.
Flesh. Yeah, shout out to the Terror Dome, man. I had the same thing. Actually, that was the same day. I ended up doing the same thing. Having to come in as soon as I walked in, time to battle. What?
Cannot bless. Like, hi, you didn't even take my full $20 out my hand yet, and you telling me I have to battle.
That's funny.
Can I get some change first?
So look. So next question is this. All right. So if for any new female foot worker, um, despite whatever age is, what would be 5 tips or 5 things of advice would you give them?
One, always respect yourself. I had to learn that because a lot of people will not respect you outside of the circle or inside of the circle. So I always show that you have respect for yourself, and people won't fall in line at the end of the day. Never be scared. Doesn't matter if they come at you. They started, you finish it because one, J Ron, I'm still on you. Who else? Budilla, John Paul, P.I.C. Don't never be scared, females, because they will really try you. But it's all for the fun of it, and it's all because they know that you're really good. So if they started, finish it. And if you have 3 females with you, y'all better run them trains. Y'all better not let them get through. You be aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
3, always show your other side. Like if you a dancer and you want to show your feminine ways and you want to be sexy in that circle and everything, be sexy and be savage. I'm gonna say that. I'm on 4. Uh, always, always believe in yourself. That's the same thing as what else I said. And try it. Like just try it. Don't be scared. Just try it. Like if it's something that you want to do, just do it. Don't hold back. Always have your boundaries up. Always have people to respect you and always respect yourself. I could do that too.
Man, see, told you got greatness on here. It can't get no better than that. I hope anybody future and present that's watching this, I hope y'all taking notes on these diamonds coming from Diamond. And I'm gonna go to the next question. This is from Mickey. Shout out to Mickey from Japan. She said,
Go ahead, Mickey. Shout out to Mickey.
yeah, Mickey in the building.
I remember you at the BGs.
Yes, you're cold. Shout out to Creation.
Thank you so much. I never forget the battle. Yeah.
Yeah, that, and I was kind of nervous on that too. It was just like, yeah, I'm from here and it's different, and y'all probably be like, oh, she's so cold. It's just like, anytime it's a battle, you always have to be prepared or be on point and just be like, just be prepared. But after the battle, hey girl, how you doing? You good? You did good. Sort of like be supportive of each other. Sometimes people be wanting everybody to go against each other outside of the circle. It's just like, hey, when we battling, all right, cool. No friends in the circle, we gonna battle all that. But if you do a cold move, I'm not gonna just have a stank face. I'm be like, that's cold as hell. Yeah, all right, cool. You boosting me up, I'm gonna boost you up and everything like that. And shout out to y'all for even coming out there to even battle us. So.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. That was a very inspirational battle against a female because I don't have any female in Japan.
Start. You have started up. No,
like I have a student now, but at that time, I have like I don't have people who like really challenge like for me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. This confidence me, I need.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That was a perfect diamond that you said too, as far as that it's cool to be added in the circle, but outside the circle is cool, you know. And that's what it's about, you know, that support outside of the circle. You know, it's so competitive in the circle, but outside the circle, yeah, you know, support, give people props, you know, it ain't gonna hurt. So yeah, I'm happy people are starting to notice that and be more aware of that.
Yeah, because it's like if you haven't did anything to my family, if you haven't did anything to harm me personally, what I don't have no beef. I'm not with the drama stuff. So it's just like if you're somebody new and you're coming in or anything, if you're cold, you cold and everything like that, I can take a L humbly because I don't take no losses. I learn.
Mm-hmm.
If you believe me, I'm finna learn what can I do next. But people be so much of an instigator to try to start up stuff. It's just like, baby, I'm grown. And even then, I never hated on a female back then. I was always the one, different groups, I don't care. Like, hey, how you doing? I was always that person. I was always like welcoming, like, it's a female foot worker. What can I learn from you?
Mm-hmm.
That's the type of person I am with any female foot worker.
Always about learning and growth.
Yeah.
And so, Mickey's question was, what inspiration made your footwork style?
I just really felt my style, to be honest. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to do something different because I wanted to be sensual. I just wanted to bring something like really different, like, but still keep the same foundation. So what inspired me, again, house arrest, being around different genres of dancers, like, all right, that was nice. Let me see if I could do this into a footwork move. Let me see if I could do this turn or this pop in the footwork move, and if it's gonna look right as far as being in a battle mode. So again, just being around different dancer was my inspiration because I really had to find my own style. Like I didn't want to look like nobody else because I knew I was looking like other people who was teaching me. It was just like, now let me find my style. And it took me a minute. Like some people get it firsthand, but I'm just really starting to understand this is your style. So that's my inspiration, dancing with different dancers.
Nice. This is the next question is from Tamara. She says, you talked about a friend who could do the ghost better than anybody else. What makes a good ghost and what do you look for?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Ooh, what makes a good ghost and what do you look for?
As far as what makes a good ghost, like I said, Sarita, one of the queens of footworking as well on the west side of Chicago. Ghost and Queen. And what makes a good ghost is if you feel that pop and you feel and you see how they ghosting and you, because you will know when somebody got that ghost or not. It'd be like, okay, they trying, and then you know the person be like, they got that ghost. So it's just like, it's really about how you pop and how you move and how you groove it. It's just like, that what makes a good ghost. But what I look for is being nasty. You gotta be nasty with your ghost. You gotta break down. You gotta just be nasty with it. It's like real gutter. Like you gotta be real gutter with your like your style. Cause I'm a gutter dancer. I'm a gutter person. So I'm looking for that nasty gutter ghost, like the face and everything. Like you gotta feel it to make me believe that I'm feeling it. Like if I don't see that you're feeling it, then I'm not gonna feel it. So that's what I be looking for, and that's what also makes a good ghost.
That's the perfect answer right there. Like, what makes a good ghost is if you can feel it, like without having to even explain, without even have to use words. You would know. You would know. Like I said, Well, I came from out south, and I saw people attempting to do the ghost, but then when I went out west, I was able to see a big difference on what the ghost was, to the point where I didn't even have to ask questions. I knew it was something that you couldn't even put into words, but you ain't even have to be like, "Is that a ghost?" It was like, "Oh, like."
Yes. That's raw. That's cold. Like,
Yeah, definitely you'll see that spirit, boy. Shout out to the west side on that, man.
yes, most definitely. I'm never gonna forget where I come from at all, and I'm never gonna act like I never got got taught anything or learned anything from out west. They are the people that birthed me in the footwork world, and the Southside people were the ones that was raising me. So I'ma always be a West Side side dad.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
so this one right here is from the legend. We got Mr. Darnell Payne in the house.
Darnell, hi.
Yeah. So he says, when did you realize you were cold with it, and when did you know you were a queen?
Ooh, I like these questions. When did I find out I was cold with it? I'm not gonna say king of the circle. Um, I don't know, cause I still sometimes feel like I can be better. I don't be feeling like I'm cold, but when I do be feeling the ghost, I think it's when I was battling. I don't know what day or when, but it has to be that track, and it has to be probably what I'm going through or something at that time, or what I'm thinking about at that time, and it just be like, all right, cool. But it's just like that's every time though. So maybe I do be cold, but maybe today is the day I found out I was cold. Actually, today. When did I, when I when I know I was putting in the work and I was doing it the right way this time and not doing it the wrong way, that's when I knew that I was a queen. When I start setting the boundaries of what I'm gonna do as far as my business, like what I'm gonna do business wise in the footwork world, and just taking myself seriously and really having to prove like I feel like I'm probably the most person who had to show improvement outside of the circle and inside of the circle around the footwork industry to show that I am not a joke.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So that's when I start realizing I'm a queen. When I start taking myself seriously, it was just like, all right, cool. Like I'm doing the work. Like y'all calling me to do this work and I'm showing it. So it's just like y'all gonna have to respect me. The queen thing, it was just like, I don't know, maybe I was following behind the queen name. So now I'll be like, just call me Diamond. Like, don't call me Queen Diamond because at the same time I know I still have more work to do. Like I want that passed down onto me. Like when I feel deserving for that name. Like I do feel like I'm a queen. Like yeah, I put in work. But far as that name, like Queen Crystal Cole, just Cole in a circle. Like I really want to win the battles. Like I want to be like Floyd Mayweather in the circle. Like just then I know I'm the queen. If I can continue to just harass and I can win, I want to do it fair and square. So that's what I'm looking like. I don't want to be called a queen because I still have more to show. So just call me Diamond. But as far as my work, business wise, Queen Diamond, yeah, it's Queen Diamond to you because I'm doing the work. I'm learning and I'm teaching. So that's when I found out. So
Yeah, you ain't nothing to play with.
oh,
So this right here is from my brother Matt. Yo, he says, what's your favorite producers, or what do you look for in a good battle track? Ooh.
I have so many favorite producers. I do. I do. I don't know their names like that. As far as like back in the day, like I love old school tracks. Like I love them, like raw. But I can't give a few. DJ Lucky, DJ Rashad, DJ Traxman, DJ Nate. I'm gonna do that because DJ Nate had some tracks out west. Like DJ Nate was cold. Um, who else? Spin. I said Traxman. Clint. Um, Sluggo. MB, like I listen to new producers, old producer, like I support everybody. If it's some good music, I'm going to play it. Like I'm going to full work to it. Um, but what I'm looking, Sneak, like the female juke tracks, like the juke producers, like it's a lot of female juke producers as well. That's cool. DJ Danny, um, it's a lot. I listen to a lot. I have a lot of favorites. I can go on and on about it, but those just to name a few. But what I'm looking into a track is bass. If that bass is cold and it is hitting hard, I'm going to go crazy. Like it's the bass for me. Like I have to hear that dun dun. I gotta hear that. I gotta hear that bass. Also samples. If you have a good sample and I'm feeling it, just like, oh yeah, I like that. You can sample Janae Aiko. You can sample somebody that I know that's gonna tell that story and I'm feeling it. And if the sample and the bass mix together, baby. But I do be looking for the bass really. Like that bass gotta go hard. I can't have no little techno. It's good to have techno and all that, but that bass gotta be nasty. Gutter bass line, like bass. That's what I look for.
Facts. That bass is do something. And speaking of Neek and speaking of tracks, Neek, she said, what are your top 2 tracks to do works on?
Ooh. I love I Am Ready for Love. If I had I Am Ready for Love, that's I love it because that'd be speaking to me. I would be like, yes. And then there's another one. Anything that got I don't know the title, but it's just like dun 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 dun. I love that track. So anything that has that type of melody, that's when I be ready to work. So
dope. Yeah, that's definitely how it is. Oh, and this definitely not a this not a question, but this just a statement. Shout out to Darnell Payne again. He just want to say, by the way, you are on his list of female dancers that I mentioned when asked about great female footworkers. And that's coming from the legend himself. So
a legend. Darnell's a legend. Once I came myself and I started learning y'all history, I really appreciated it as well because it was different, but it wasn't no different from out west. And y'all really was a community. Like y'all was a village, like for real.
Yeah.
So it was just like we ain't in this team together, but the village. And Darnell, Ronnie, who I used to dance with in House of Medics, before I got pregnant with my daughter. And in the promo group 6040, him, Juan, like I'm blessed that they even accepted me and just be like, yeah, you a part of us. So if the legends say I'm a part of South, all right, cool. But I'ma always still represent out west. I'ma always appreciate Bobby. I'ma always appreciate DB. I'ma always appreciate Scotty, Steps, Sarita, Reggie, who else? Eli, Keith. Like, I'm gonna always appreciate my out west people because without them, it still wouldn't be no me. But I appreciate Dayon, Javette, Juan, Ronnie, Darnell for even just be like, all right, we got it from over here. Like, you gonna be protected as well. And I feel that with them. So
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Best. You got the best of both worlds, South and West. Like seriously, seriously. So at this time, one, I want to say thank you for everything you've been sharing. All these diamonds, man. I want to just use this time now for if it's some stuff currently, if it's some things that you want to promote, that you may have got going on, and then also if you can your social media tags for people to get in contact with you or reach out to you for future endeavors. Um, if you could please share that info as well.
Um, Most definitely. I do have a couple of things coming up. Shout out to Demonica Lee. I just finished a project called Pure Seduction 4. So the video is coming out soon. Please, like, get in tune with that. Also, I will be working with the Era again on July 31st. Details will be coming soon with them. Shout out to them. I'm also getting back active far as with Terra Squad, Pursue Your Passion is coming back as well. Y'all can get in tune with me, AG, Betty. I will have details on my social media page far as when we'll be opening up. Um, yeah, I have an interview, another one with Bootcamp Radio, which I used to work for, as far as putting light on for workers and dancers as well. So shout out to Bootcamp Radio, Gary P, D Simone, um, who else? D Sanders, Tavia, the whole Bootcamp Radio, Shy Bliss, my Radio Chicago family. Shout out to that. Shout out to them. We have a pool party coming up. So the details will be on my page as well about that. But you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat. Instagram is Queen Diamond _2U. So TOYOU. Snapchat Princess Diamond with a Z. So Princess PRINCEZZ Diamond. Twitter, sorry. I just got back actively on Twitter. Y'all know Twitter is funny. I didn't know Twitter was this funny. I did not know. You can follow me on Twitter at Princess Diamond PR, the same way as Snapchat as well. And if anybody have TikTok, I just get on. You can follow me at Draco9.
wait. What was the TikTok?
It is Dreka, DREKA _ Draco, DRACO, then a number 9.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I know we started laughing. You started laughing at the end, so I want to make sure they catch that.
Yeah, I play. But yeah, I do have projects coming up, and I still got a lot of stuff that I'm ready to accomplish off my goal list. So just stay tuned, bear with me. Like I said, getting my life together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Definitely for my people around the world, definitely get in tune. Especially be on the lookout for the upcoming projects. Definitely follow Diamond so that way you could be able to see when stuff drops. Man, and if you got any future questions or insight or things like that, I know Diamond will definitely be open to assist and reach out with that connection. So definitely get in tune with Diamond. This is, man, y'all don't know, this spirit right here is so amazing, man, because anytime she walk in the building, I'm always, yo, Diamond, yo, what's up? You know, I always try to get a little pressure on, like, yo, where them works at? Let me see some. You know, we was just at Steps event. I'm like, yo, Diamond, what? Like,
I really appreciate you for that because you are one of the coldest foot worker out here. Like when growing up, I did see you with um footwork kings and battle modes and everything. So I've been watching y'all, and you have been very inspiring. Like you were cold. So every time you want to battle me, I'll be like, really, like you know you gonna ball me up. You know you're gonna beat me, but okay, here we go. And I do appreciate because you're one of the people in the footwork world who really like just see that in me. Like you never disrespected me, none of that. You just saw that in me, and you always wanted to help me to be better. So continue to do that.
yes, indeed. You got the flame, the same flame in me is in you and in everybody else. I see everybody flame and I always want to ignite it, you know. So that's always I learned so much from y'all. So I know y'all may look at it like, oh, you already good. But it's one thing, whereas when you just connect on that level, it's just an inspiration. Like it could be from somebody that just now learned how to footwork, you could still learn something from them.
Oh yeah,
Always.
most definitely. Yeah. Shout out to Delta Phi Delta Dance Fraternity Incorporated, the best dance fraternity out here. I love my fraternity. They also been an inspiration for us business wise and just dancing wise. Period. Because there's so many different genres and it's just amazing. So shout out to them and everything. Shout out to the whole footwear crew, my pick, um, Ilili, Terra Squad Footwear Company, my Out West family, House of Works, everybody that's doing it. My kids that's really out there, my footwear kids, Ziggy, she been doing her thing and everything like that. My daughter Sierra Leone, watch out for my baby because she most definitely on the rise as well. Just everybody, anybody who support me and whoever love me, I love y'all. So
Good, good. And at this time, I would like to open up for anybody else that have any upcoming events that they would like to promote. Um,
Should I start?
you're more than welcome to, brother.
Yeah, because I'm going to give out the whole info what's about to be going down. First, starting off, of course, Track Attacks will be this July. Of course, it's going to be the reloaded episode of Phil versus T Rail, so y'all do not want to miss that. And I'm sure Phil and T Rail have made some new flames, so just get in tune with that. Also,
Mm.
I just got a little update for all the footwork events to come. So we're gonna start off with July 6th. The Air's got a little event doing that. I think it's that little presentation thing on downtown. I was there the first time,
Yes.
so July 6th
Thank
downtown.
you, History.
Get in tune with that.
oh, it's
Yeah,
presentation. I forgot about footnotes, but shout out to
yeah.
Deborah and everything like very big. It's big
Very big.
presentation.
That's
Big
Mhm.
huge.
big
That's huge.
is very much as well.
JP, you funny. My boy JP. My boy.
JP in the house.
Okay, okay, so I just found out from Chum, July 30th is the Goon Squad reunion event, so don't want to miss that. August is Footwork
Okay.
Appreciation Month, starting with the Havoc Picnic, August 8th. Once again, it's gonna
Yeah.
be all full lame. And then we got the Terra Squad reunion picnic, which I don't know when, but I know it's in August. We got the Creation reunion sometime in August. And then, of course, we got the Beat Down Lit Nick, which is gonna be all for the same again, August 22nd. And of course, I now do my footwork rants now on Instagram. So whenever you catch me up on there, so you know, get my little gems and all that based on my experience. So be sure to be in tune of that. And that's pretty much it. Get my little gems and all that based on my experience. So be sure to be in tune of that.
Right. Indeed. Indeed. All right. All right. Next person. If there's anybody else that want to promote something, shout out to my brother Cross, man.
That's a fact, right?
Hey, can I say something?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for hosting this. And Creation Japan chapter, we have battle coming. It's from the open circle battle class. So Boo-san is judging for this event, and this is a 101 versus a 101 Chicago Footwork online battle, and it's coming this Saturday Chicago time, July 3rd, 9 p.m. CST, and it's on Zoom. It's for global the Chicago Footwork student battle, and judge is Busan and King Charles, and DJ is DJ April from Japan. And also we have the after party after the battle, and DJ is also Japanese DJ Ace Up. And Chico and me, I'm doing MC. I'm gonna do the best. I'm gonna try my best. And please, if you have time or if you awake at the night, please support Global Chicago Footwork Dancer. We need good energy from Chicago or Global. So if you're able to watch, I'm gonna send you on DM or maybe Facebook message.
What time
Please,
does it start, Mickey?
9 p.m. CST.
So it's 9 p.m. Central Standard Time.
9 p.m. Our time?
Yeah, so everybody please tune in. This is a worldwide Chicago footwork battle. And we have one individual. Well, we had a couple of individuals that's from America that's in the battle. So
Nice.
come out and support. You know what I'm saying? Support.
Yes,
It's free. Yeah.
And what day is it?
July 3rd.
July 3rd. Oh,
Yeah,
hell yeah. I can make that.
Yeah,
This week.
I'm gonna send you Zoom link.
This Saturday.
All right, inbox me, Mickey.
This
It's
Saturday.
gonna be
also-
it's streaming on Facebook too. It's gonna be streamed live.
Oh, hell yeah.
Also,
Hell yeah.
we will have great news about behind the name
Really?
CFROG.
Mm-hmm.
The behind the name. It's coming in August.
Oh
we
yeah,
got a special,
that's exclusive right there.
Special interview coming up in August, so make sure y'all stay tuned.
We got the behind the name.
I got something for you.
Go ahead, Phil.
So late July, I'm still doing the planning right now, but eventually it's gonna like the 31st, we're gonna do a rooftop party. So we're gonna be juking on the roof.
Oh,
okay. And I'm sending that email to you today too, Phil.
Okay, cool. It's not gonna be normal though. I'm getting talks with the Ace Hotel about it. So
yeah,
time to step it up a notch.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, loser got to jump from the roof.
Jump from the roof in the pool. But it's big because I'm gonna tell you why. Potentially, what could happen with this is one part of it's live, one part is streaming. So if you stay in the Ace Hotel in Tokyo, you might be able to catch the set that we have in Chicago. So just trying to curate some next level shit, man.
That's cold.
I got something to say to Diamond real quick. Diamond, quit playing. You know you got the flame. We be happy when we see you dance. And this to all the lady footworkers all around the world. We need more of y'all. I'm tired of seeing all guys. And this is me, a guy, saying that. We need more ladies in the circle, for real. And we need more female DJs and track makers, too. Unique and generous ain't the only ones. So, come on. Y'all got to show me the flame. True story.
For me to be, I already know my samples and everything.
Let's go.
Y'all got to show me the flame, on God.
All right, Diamond. So go get you one of these first.
DJ Diamond.
Nah, they already got DJ Diamond. I'm gonna be DJ Big Draco.
DJ Draco.
DJ Draco. That's not DJ Draco. Now, Phil, what did you say, get? How much is that? That's like $3,000. Phil, I don't got no money like you.
Stop it. That's $500. I'll pay $550 for this thing off Reverb.
Oh. All right. Oh, that's another one of my favorite record slash DJ, AC. Hey, AC. We miss you in the circle as well.
No money like you. Hey, investments.
Oh, yeah. Excuses are tools of incompetence, building monuments to nothingness. Oh.
What was that?
Damn, one more time.
Huh?
What was that you just said?
Excuses
Hold
are
on, one more time.
Is building monuments to nothingness. Those who use excuses are seldom capable of anything else. That's my favorite thing. Once I learned that, I started making excuses. I'm going to get it somehow. If it's not going to be right then and there, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah. Excuses.
Anybody else got anything they want to promote?
Promote somebody making me a footwear track. That's, you know what? I should have said that in the interview. That's when I know I'm cold. When I have my own footwear track, that's when you know you was cold.
You have not because you ask not.
Oh.
I'm supposed to just let it be. I thought that's when you was like really crying. Like, I ain't know people.
Wait, I could have sworn I heard it.
Some people ask, some people got.
I think somebody actually did make you a track.
Inspiration me like, I'm gonna make a track for Diamond to go off. I ain't wanted to ask, but now that I have to ask, I'm asking. Can I get a footwork track, please? Somebody. Everybody got a footwork track, but me.
How you want to kick up? Like,
Bass.
you want that bass?
Let's get ready and close out. Jay.
Oh yes, indeed. Well, yeah, no, I already said. Shout out to Cross here. We definitely did the whole lineup of every event coming up. But definitely, my brother.
They don't call me caught watching witness for nothing. All right.
Yeah, definitely come out for the Happy Picnic August 8th. Definitely a family event. Always jam packed with energy. Everything free. Yeah, just come out, just enjoy yourself. Then you got the on top of that, I
got an event too. I got an event July 11th.
Yeah, I was just about to say, yo.
Yeah, come on out. It's family and friends friendly. You know what I'm saying? We will be doing. It's like a fitness event. So come out. You know, enjoy yourselves. I'll have registrations and everything posted tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. So on that note, for just want to close out. We're sending some good energy everybody way. Peace, love, blessings to everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Diamond, for an amazing episode of Behind the Name. And definitely gonna be looking forward to seeing everybody next Wednesday for the next episode. So stay tuned and be on the lookout for the post. Same time.
Everybody be safe out there. Love y'all.
You too, love y'all.